guy, the dream. We have a very special guest today, Tyler, the dream, and he is going to share a little bit about his story and content creation, how he was basically able to go from practically zero to now a full-time living, what are you, 10K this month?
I will be hitting 10K this month, yeah.
First 10K month here in just a couple months. And his story's pretty freaking sick. And so what I want to start off with is where you were at before you kind of started working with me. What was your life like? What was your job like? And then what eventually got you into content creation? What got you into this field?
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy to be sitting here first and foremost. Like the fact that like I'm on like a trip with like top shop affiliates in like 4 months ago, I didn't even think that was possible. Like I would see all these people on the internet like making money, but I wasn't. So I think that was the biggest piece for me is I was sick of doom scrolling and I wanted to be someone making money. I was like, how are they doing it? So I started a TikTok account about like a year ago and I was streaming, I was making like cool edits and I was like, okay, I got a following, but no money, right? I was making like a couple $100 a month. And then I was in sales and I was like, okay, well I can apply this to something, right?
Of course.
And I started thinking, maybe I should try to do something that could sell products on the internet. And what it was is I saw one of your videos and it grabbed me. And I was like, God, I don't know what it is. There's something about this video. I got on a call with you and it was like, there was something there, right? And I've got a big creative side to me, but I didn't have the attention and the focus. And what I needed is a mentor, someone to coach me through it. And I have a professional mentor as well, like someone that's like guided me through my 8 years of sales experience, corporate sales. And that helped me tremendously. And I was like, well, why don't I apply this to being my own boss and like making my own money, but using a mentor that's in the space that you can have like an endless amount of money and not have an HR department, not have anything like that. And so that's kind of how I got to you, I used to start.
Yeah. Which is crazy. By the way, you said it's crazy that we're all here. We were talking about this yesterday. It's like, I started like a journey. It's like, I didn't know I was going to be here last year. It's just like, how do I make money online? And here we are in a freaking $10 million mansion. It's rented, don't worry.
Yeah, no, it's rented. Yeah.
It's rented, yeah.
We bought a house.
What's the word? LARP?
Yeah, the LARPing.
LARP, apparently
LARP
we're
season,
LARPing.
I guess.
But it is very real, the fact that he's self-employed doing this full time and we're here, we're strangers and now we're like homies, we talk all the freaking time.
Yeah.
And it's just such a cool way that these communities can bring people together. So now originally when Tyler joined, we hopped on a call and I was like, this dude's got the freaking best energy. I was just like, dude, I love your energy. This dude's like hyping me up.
Yeah.
I'm hyping him up. I was like, damn, bro, you're gonna kill it in this game. And so the original plan was to get Tyler rolling on TikTok Shop, because that's where primarily a lot of my income came from. And then through UGC, typically how we usually go is TikTok Shop. You learn the skill, you start making money, and then you start branching out to UGC. Tyler had a little bit of a roadblock where he had a TikTok Shop account that got banned, and then he had another one that got banned, and then he called me and he was like, Danny, what am I supposed to do right now? What am I supposed to do? And I was like, well, what we're not gonna do is give up. We're not gonna throw in the towel. I was like, there's a lot of ways to make money. I preached all the time. It's far greater than TikTok Shop right now, right? What he started getting into was UGC. And so at first I was like, what we have to do is start just practicing making content to grow following. Yep. And so walk us through kind of what was going through your mind during that roadblock. Because if you were getting into self-employment, you're gonna have roadblocks. Like I still get them, you're gonna get them. It is part of this. It's what you do after that, okay? So walk us through kind of what happened after your shop accounts got banned and you were practically at square zero at that point. What did you do?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I called you after the second account got banned, and I mean, obviously nothing in life comes easy. Like I didn't get through my sales career by having just like fallen into it, right? And I knew that even taking the leap with you and getting a mentorship program, I was gonna invest in myself. And so in my mind, I had already taken that step. And I think that's like what a lot of people, and that's what makes us the close to that 1% people, where it's like you took that initial step, and once you're in, all you have to do is just follow the pattern. So I knew from the calls I was on with you, the first like 3 weeks I was on, it's like, this works for him, that worked for her, that's working for this entire community. It's not just Danny who's rallying people together to potentially make money. It's a real thing, and I just had that in the back of my mind. I mean, we had a tough call. I remember that conversation. I was sitting in my car and I was like, dude, like, I don't know, do I go back to streaming? Like, I need to like make some money. And what ended up happening is we just had a good conversation where it's like, in what you said at the beginning of the call, or right now, you said, you had this energy and you gave me this encouragement. That was in the back of my mind. You're like, remember the first time we met, what you said, and like, you have the it. and you made it this far, and then at that point, I knew like, I'd made it that far. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna keep going. So I got into Tribe, and Tribe is like a new developing UGC app, and now I'm back on TikTok Shop, which is like this crazy flip of the script. Most people go this way, but I went that way, and I don't think there's one path for anyone. It's not only TikTok Shop.
Yeah. In case you're watching, you don't know what Tribe is. Tribe's a newer platform that came out. It's basically a way to partner with brands, and you create videos for those brands, and they run them as ads over on Instagram and Facebook, and you can get either retainers out of that, or you can get commissions. And so because Tyler wasn't doing a TikTok Shop account, he was like, I'm gonna go all in on Tribe. And then what originally was happening, we talked about this a couple weeks ago, is Tyler was like, he started a media kit business. And he was starting to use his personal brand to promote his media kit business, and was also doing Tribe. And he was like, all right, I'm feeling a little, my head's starting to get rattled, I'm supposed to do. And I was like, let's consolidate focus onto just getting really good at one thing. And that's when we started going like really just head first into Tribe, and you're killing it on there. What are some of your results on Tribe right now?
Yeah, and that seriously, I want to like push on the fact that mentorship piece that you gave me, and I was 3 months in at that point, a couple weeks ago, and you really suggested this to me, and you said, dude, just lock in. And that was my issue all along. So to have you be able to say, Tyler, you need to just focus on this one thing. And since I had that conversation with you, and it was a 15-minute phone call, and you're just like, dude, lock in. So I started on Tribe, and I was at $200 in 1 month, which is sweet, right? And that was big money for me. And I was having some conversions, and then following that, I think it was like $2,500, and then last month was it was just under $7,000, and I'm like, how? Like, and it's just scaling. And if you look at those numbers, it's literally going like that. And so that's why I know this month I'm gonna make $10,000, and I mean, it's unfathomable the fact that like I'm sitting here right now, like I'm having like experience in my mind right now. This is crazy. So
it is wild. Like, and we did a goal setting call like probably a month ago now, and Tyler was like, I'm going to hit a $10,000 month.
Yeah.
Not I'm gonna try or I want to, is like I'm going to. And like just putting it out there, I think it rewires your brain when you start saying I want to and I am and I will. And this
you made
dude,
us say it.
This dude basically was faced with the adversity. Do I go back to a job, or do I make the thing that I'm doing work? And because he committed to it, and he sort of burned this bridge of going back, he was able to get up, to over $7,000 last month, and he's going to do 10K this month, which is just insane. And so now he's getting back into TikTok Shop, and so what he's going to start doing is his UGC will probably be his 9 to 5. He kind of knows what he's doing. He's got his brands he's working with, and now he can go get into TikTok Shop and start bringing all of that over here, right? And through all this, you're still building your personal brand and whatnot, right?
Yeah, it's crazy the fact that like insane is a great word to use, but when you get into it, I look around the other people in this community, and everyone comes with different backgrounds. But the only thing that I know for a fact is, at one point you really freaking wanted it, and use the community to be like, I want to continue to want it, and that's what's kept me going is you obviously, but then like the team, the community. I want it.
Talk a little bit about that. How's the community been as a support group, and how important has that been for you?
Yeah, it's insane to see, and congratulations on the growth that you've done in the community. And what you've built is like, it is going to be the best community like of all TikTok Shop UGC creators. It's like, I see it leveling up, and that's the fun part, is because we're all leveling up, including you. It's like, we're all going through this journey, but on different paths, but the same steps. And when I got here, Adam is, I'd met him and talked to him on Discord and texting, but then I saw him and our faces light up, and we're just like smiling and like just geeking out about like, we're on the same journey, and it's not like, we're not doing something that's impossible. That's the crazy thing, is it exists. It's just, you have to want it, and you have to follow a guideline that you give out very clearly. And if you don't do it, you won't make it. But it's not like hunting for diamonds. It's there, and that's the crazy part.
It's not complicated. You don't need to be like this top tier creator. You don't have to have all these followers and whatnot to make a lot of money nowadays. You can literally start from square zero and make a lot of money, even not being the best creator out there, just because there's such a demand for it right now. Quite literally is the highest paying skill in the world, I would say, because you're driving eyes to businesses practically like for free. As TikTok Shop, you're driving eyes. They're not paying you to do it. You're just doing it. So in return, you become a very valuable asset for these brands. There's not a lot of people who know what they're doing. And so if you just have some sort of strategy and you can stay consistent through the tough times, it's so real. And like that's another part of the community too, at least for me when I join communities, like it could be an isolating journey and you sometimes need people to assure you like you're not going crazy, you're on the right track through the times where things aren't working.
Yeah, I look forward to, we have 3 calls a week and I look forward to all of them, and then even just like in the Discord channel, just chatting, and it's nothing that's like cringy, and it's not like this crazy stuff that I like pictured in the back of my mind, but I'm like, I want this bad, but it's a very supportive group of people it's real, and it's like, it's genuine. I do want to touch on the fact that like, I now going back, if 3 months ago, with the same skill set I have right now, if you said, get rid of all your accounts, Tyler, you have nothing, you're starting at square one, to your point, it's a skill set that I've learned.
Yes, yeah.
I don't think, I know for a fact, I will never have to go back to a corporate job. I will never have to do anything, because what I've learned the last 3 months alone, I have the ability, I have the knowledge, and I have the backing of a community to, I don't care. You could pull them all away from me. Let me withdraw some of the money I just made, but that's like a big like statement that I couldn't say with any other industry. If I was in sales role and I got let go, I'd be like, oh no, like I gotta find a new job. It's like, I'll just make a new account.
Yeah, just give me an iPhone.
Just give me an iPhone, yeah. Exactly. Maybe a ring light.
Yeah, an iPhone, a ring light. Yeah. Make money. That's literally all I started with too. It's just my iPhone. I didn't even have a mic. It was my phone. That was it. My phone, and just the ability to study other people's stuff and then apply it, right? That's what it comes down to. It's like, how much can you study? How much can you not just study, don't overanalyze, and actually grow and 1% better every single day. That's what Tyler's done. Like, he's come a long ways, and he'll even say his content's still like, he's still not like top tier creator. No. He's still making freaking 10K a month, and there's so much still that we can learn and apply, which is like absolutely insane, right? Like this dude's he's gonna be an absolute killer in this space.
Yes, I will.
Yes, I will. Absolute killer in this space because he continues to show up. He's on every single group call. He's active in the Discord. He's continuously lighting people up who post their wins. He's like one of the first people to respond, and like because of his engagement, because of the fact that he says he wants things, he's going to do things.
Yes.
He's going to continue to grow and excel. And like you said, touching on the fact it's a skill set, the peace of mind through this game knows that you can strip everything away, and because you've proven you've gotten this far, you know that you can do it again. And you can get there faster because of the things that you know. You're not going to make the same mistakes, right? So even for me, sometimes when I get nervous, I'm like, man, I really don't want to ever go back to corporate. I'm like, I don't have to worry about that, because once you have the knowledge and the practice, the experience, you don't have to worry. Right?
Yeah,
that's what's been really cool.
I'm stoked to see, like, if it's only 3 or 4 months where I've gotten today, dude, I mean, end of this summer, and I set this goal. I can't believe now I'm saying I'm going to have a 30K month, which is like, that's mind-blowing. The fact that I'm going to have a 30K month this year. I'm going to. And you guys are hearing it. You're hearing it, bro. I'm going to have a 30K month this year. I am.
There it is, this year. And we're going to do another video talking about him doing a 30K month, and you guys can see the power of just stating your goals and putting them out there. It's one thing I preach in this community. It's like, just say what you want. And don't just say what you want. Say what you're going to do, and then it's going to happen. So 30K month, what are other goals right now that you have for yourself?
Well, besides the car that I rented today, I rented a car.
LARP.
LARP season. Got a really nice Corvette just to rent, have some fun. But I don't know, continue growing with the community. I think that's really important, and helping develop other people.
Yeah.
I do need to stay focused, right? And I know that I like to help people, and I've developed some skills, but the media kit business, where this link that I send to brands is the reason that I was able to really grow as on Tribe, is because this link, I send it to brands, and it helps helps me introduce myself, but I started building it for other creators, and I think that's a piece that, like, by the end of this year, I'll be able to, like, dial in my content and then also dial in this side business, and I think that's gonna be a big piece of getting to the 30K. So nothing massive, but I think the 30K is important, and I want financial freedom for me and my wife. I think that's gonna be massive for us, but I think just the 30K is my big pillar.
Yeah.
30K.
Milestones, baby.
Yeah.
That first 30K month's gonna feel good, and then you're gonna want the 100K month.
Hey, come on, Jay, calm down, bro.
He's like, hold on, it's like, let's get 30 first.
It is real though, and it's like I cannot harp it enough, man. Like it is so real, and like I'm gonna break the third wall here, because like I've sat on the other side of these videos, and for me to be sitting here, bro, and someone's watching this on the other side thinking, I ended up on this video somehow, and I'm like, whoa, that's actually real, and we're not like selling cryptocurrency or something insane. It's literally a skill set that you learn.
Yes,
people go to school and they invest in themselves, and there's options to, getting, it's not like you're making us give your social security number. It's a small investment yourself because you have a skill set and you're training other people. I mean, if you have the want and you should 100% do it, man. It's insane.
Yeah.
Stoked to be here.
No matter who you are, it doesn't matter your age or if you have experience or not, like, it's a skill, like you said. The same reason people go, I think college is a scam. I'm just saying that. I have 2 college degrees, but like the fact that, you can make a small investment and then take the skill set and triple, quadruple what you invest in like 2 or 3 months, and you have the skill forever. It's so important, It's like the fact that this opportunity exists right now. Like, you should absolutely, if you are in a position right now where you're maybe working a job, you're looking for side income, or you're working a job, you're not too crazy about it, you're looking for a way to just develop your skill set, or you're not working a job, you're like, how can I make money? Because Tyler's not working right now. But you got laid off, or what even happened?
Did you quit? I quit. I quit when my shop accounts went down.
He quit when he was at square zero, and he forced himself to make it work, right? So if you're in that position and you're just looking for an opportunity and you have an iPhone, there's no reason you can't make this work. That's why it's so important. Like, we would not be sitting here right now if this dude didn't make a bet on himself and said, I'm gonna do this, and he didn't give up when things got hard. And that's like the biggest lesson to take away from this video in particular, if you're watching. Like he said too, by the way, I also used to be on the other side of the screen. Literally like a year and a half ago, where I hadn't made any money. I was watching these videos, and then I got to the point where I was being interviewed in these videos, and I got to the point where, we're posting on my YouTube, which is crazy. It doesn't make any freaking sense when I think about it. I'm like, how does this even happen? I don't even know. Well, I know how it happens. It happens when you put in the work and you believe in yourself. I mean, like all the cliches, but it is true. If you don't believe you can do it, you're not going to do it. You got to believe you can do it.
And I think a big piece of it is, I think I can reverse the question to you is like, you were sitting on the other side of the video, right, a year and a half ago or so, and you really wanted to make money, and you knew you were going to do it. But what did you do to get to where you are today? Because I think that's like, because what'd you do?
Yeah, I took it one step at a time. I had a very clear goal. My initial goal was, I know I don't want to work corporate. I need to make money for myself. That's where it started. It led me to drop shipping. It led me to Amazon. Then eventually all the way, piano course. And a bunch of trial and errors that led me to TikTok Shop. It did not happen until I committed to one thing and gave my all. I invested, I tell everyone all the time, I invested $3,000 in one mentorship. It was not a great mentorship. I invested another $3K in another mentorship. That one actually helped me, and then I took that and then I started documenting a journey of my personal brand. I didn't know I was gonna have a coaching community. I didn't know I was gonna be teaching TikTok Shop and UGC. I didn't know those things. It just came from one step at a time, one step towards your goal. And then you build momentum, and as long as you don't lose that momentum, you just keep doubling down, you keep doing what works. And your income, by the way, is not gonna go like this, okay? It goes like this. You have a good month, then some roadblock happens. You have a better month, roadblock. You continuously raise your standards, right? And that's why it's important throughout this journey to stay level. Because I have had, believe me, the biggest ups and the biggest downs. Like, I went from making 10K a month down to 0. I went from making 20K a month down to 0, right? And like, I just know that you have to stay level, right? Because every time that I have a massive wall, I just know it's part of the journey. So I think a big lesson is just enjoy the process of this. We're all gonna die someday at the end of the day. Like, it's not that scary putting videos out, quitting your job and going for it. Like,
it's really not. And I think you didn't have to quit the job like I did. And I think there's other creators in our community that are still working full-time jobs, and they're probably going to stay in it because they've got health insurance, and that's what they want to do, and they're making good money.
Absolutely.
It's not I'm going to flip my life over and completely change it. It is, you can do side hustles, but a side hustle that's real, not like, drop shipping, cool, there's people that make it, but there's a very fine line from my knowledge of it, at least. This is a real skill set.
It is.
That I honestly, like, the 100K sounds good now.
That's 6-figure month. I planted the image in his mind.
All right.
Thinking about it.
10K. Dude, I'm just so grateful for you, man, and like everything that you've done for our community. And what is your goal for like the rest of this year? I guess we're halfway through.
My goal is just you guys are always a priority. I want to make sure you guys are taken care of. Obviously, if I'm going to do coaching, like I've got to show up every day to be a good coach, right? The coach community is a reflection of like who you are as a person and whatnot. So continue to help you guys hit your goals is always my #1 priority. But obviously, I'm looking for that 6-figure month. Yeah. I'll talk about that in my content.
Yeah, you do.
It's really, to me, it's not chasing the number anymore. I don't want to identify with the numeric, how much I'm making per month. My identity is not how much I make. My identity is the person behind that, right?
Yeah.
So it's identifying with those habits, right? What are the habits of someone who does 100K a month? What are the habits of someone who does 30K a month, right? What do those people do? What do they wear? What time do they wake up? Like, what's their diet like? What's their workout? It's everything, right? It's not just how much am I gonna make. It was, right? My goal was very tied to, can I get to that 10K a month mark? But when I have these big months, I'm not thinking about how much I'm gonna make. It's just thinking about the inputs required for me. And so that's me. It's just show up. How do I become a better version tomorrow? Can I get up a little bit earlier? Can I eat a little bit better? Can I get a better workout in, right? Can I read more? Can I read a couple more pages? Can I journal more? Those things, right? Can I study more? Can I get an extra piece of content out?
That is what you get with the group. Not all of us want to do that.
Yeah.
Dude, love you for that, bro. And like, I work to achieve that, right? But your commitment to the community and continually knowledge, it's not a dollar thing. It's not a number of people in the community. It's a quality and continued growth. And you do a lot of heavy lifting for us, bro. Like, dude, I struggle to read. I got ADHD. I listen to books and I enjoy them. And but you do that heavy lifting and then you help integrate it in. And when you get onto our calls, like, you're fired up about something. You're like, I've been prepping for this one. The other day, you're like, dude, I sat in silence for like 3 hours because I was meditating over his thought. And then he just comes in with like a boom call. And we're just like, that was good. And he's like, is that useful, everyone? And we're all like, yeah, Danny. So I think that your commitment to the community is like the biggest piece. You're not just a dude that made a ton of money. It's just like, follow me. It's like, this is guidelines. This is how I got there, but I'm always continuing to grow you guys. That's also how I'm gonna get to 30K, and that's how I got to 10K. It's because of you. So.
No, bro. You got there because of you. You got there because of his work and his inputs and his unwillingness to give up. Bro.
Exactly.
I was just rooting for him and say, you got this, bro.
Yeah.
I can give you guys a map, but here's a big takeaway too. Your journey might not be the same as Tyler's. Your journey might not be the same as mine, right? But ultimately, if you surround yourself with people who have a high standard and have that vision of success, the vision to do cool shit like this, like, I did not want to settle for a corporate job. I did not want to settle at all. I'm going to shoot for the stars every time because we're going to die someday.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you, right? And so if you have that mentality and you're just willing to show up and shoot for it, you'll get there, bro. Like, there's zero doubt in my mind, right? It doesn't matter what course you take. Heck, he joined to do TikTok Shop. He had no freaking clue he'd be doing 10K a month on a completely different platform.
You're not in TikTok.
Yeah, like, his journey was much different than mine, but ultimately following the same systems, the same routines, methods, habits, showing up on a day-to-day basis, ultimately is going to lead him to the same place.
Yes.
So that's a really big takeaway that we can take from this call, at least. And that's why I wanted to hop on an interview with him, because it's like, he got here in a different manner, but he's still here. Yeah. And that's what's really cool. Your journey's not going to be the same, but if you have a big goal, you can do it. Yeah. It's crazy.
So for someone that's like curious about it, like, what are you doing to like encourage someone just to, what I did is when I was watching the video, I saw one of your videos, and what helped me to, who is Danny? Like, what is this community about? And sometimes it is protected, right? Because you do protect your core. And, what I did to learn more about you is I digested your content. I was just scrolling and went into YouTube. And what do you suggest for someone that's like, I'm kind of curious, or what's like those steps?
Consume as much content from that person as you can, just to vet them. Don't fall for the Miami course dude. I would say we're in Florida, so I'm not, sitting in a mansion in front of the C8 Corvette that you rented. So hold on a second. No, consume content. Like, you can get a good judge of someone's character. I think, like, for me, I've made really good bets and really poor bets, right? And so get a good sense for who you want to work with, and if it's not me, that's fine. But find someone that you resonate with, that looks like they've got a good system, they've helped other people. Like, I think that's what you're looking for when you're on edge, but really it comes down to like how serious you are, right? At the end of the day, not me, not anyone's going to get you to where you want to be. You have to get yourself there. You can get into programs, communities that will tell you, hey, do this thing, show up. It's like hiring a personal trainer, and they're like, hey, you got to work out and eat good. If you don't work out and eat good, then you're not going to look better no matter what they tell you to do.
Yeah.
And so I think that's a big part of it, but like, there's too much proof now to say that this is luck. It's not. Between not only my own story and documenting my journey, this man, the countless other videos we have of all the other creators. We just did Adams. We've got Kristen True, we haven't done her video yet, but she's a nurse and she's about to hit her like probably first 10K month here coming up, and she's doing this on the side of her nursing job.
Yeah.
You know, you have Thomas down there who did a $30,000 month last month, and he took this month off. He's still going to rip another 10K month. He did a 1K day the other day. It's like, it is crazy, right? It's not luck. It just goes to show you. So what's the difference between someone who's successful and unsuccessful? If you're both given the same amount of knowledge, it's strictly down to your inputs, right? And so do not invest in something. Do not book a call with someone like unless you're willing to show it for you. And that's for a lot of people where that fear lies.
And that's okay if you're not there yet, and that's totally okay.
Yeah.
But you have to want it, and that's simply it. You have to want it, and then remember that you really want it at that time, because there is tough times, dude. Like,
oh yeah,
I haven't been on my phone in the last 24 hours, which is actually kind of nice, but I'm drowning in stuff right now, which is a good problem to have, but I'm like overwhelmed. I'm stressed out about it, but like I'm looking around at this group of people, and it's like I have the confidence to understand what's important, what actually I should give my attention to, and I know that if all those messages and brand outreaches or things I need to fulfill all fell off the plate right now, I would be okay, because I could just like find that new brand. I could find that new account, or I can. I'm just so backed in this community that, dude, I'm just stoked for the next 6 months.
We're stoked to have you, bro.
Yeah, no,
Dude, great. Guys, if you're looking for a good community to join, I would recommend booking a call if you're interested. Yeah. If not, you're not there yet, that's okay. But again, go figure out what you want, reverse engineer that path of success, commit to one thing. If it's content creation, UGC, TikTok shop, great. If not, whatever, find that thing, commit to it, you'll get there. Like, ultimate moral of the story, if you want something, like, it's in your hands, right? Take full accountability, full responsibility, go out there and get it. But Tyler, bro, we're stoked to have you, bro.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it, man.
Absolutely, man.
I will say, if anyone, you meet with Danny and you're like, who is this guy? Hopefully I'm like tagged in this. You can look up Tyler Dream. And
drop your handles. I'm gonna drop his handle in the description.
No, but just hit me up, and I can let you know that Danny's he's an alright dude. He's
I'm not here to scam you.
Dream Life officials, baby.